Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another episode of CB Streams. Today, we're just going to get with you guys on a little bit of an update to the auto drive system. So, based on my last one that I did, there's been an update since then. So, BALU did an update to his auto drive. So, we're at the auto drive system 1.1.0.4. So, what I'm just going to do here today is just show you guys some of the differences that were made. And briefly go through that, and that's just about it. I mean, he's made a lot of update and HUD design changes, improved setting menus, increased multiplayer performance and functionality. He completely reworked the code base so that it works better. He improved combine loaders mode, and with the pre-calling and activity side-by-side unloading. He also added a automatic pathfinding when network isn't nearby. And he went ahead and added some new game editors. So here we go with the auto drive version 1.1.0.4. So you see the auto drive HUD is off there up to my top right hand side. So to get into the auto drive system so that we can actually use it, we're just going to click down on the mouse scroll wheel that gives us our cursor. Now, so all you guys got to do to bring up the edit menu is just click on this triangle right here where my cursor is, and it brings this up. Now this is, from the old auto drive system. You see I already have it pretty much done. What we're gonna do here is I'm going to delete a node of tracks so I can show you the difference that you guys are going to have to do when you're connecting these nodes. So we're going to go ahead and hit the delete waypoint because it is different than how it was before. And we're going to end up connecting those two blue lines back together yet again, and we're gonna make it nice and pretty one ways like before. Again, the system still works the same way, where wherever the red line is on the map, you want to go in that direction. If you're using just single green lines, if you're using two ways, it doesn't really matter. Laying down track is still the same way. You will left click to get green, you will right click to get two-way on the ground. This is how you can open save route managers. If you already had previously saved routes, I don't use that section. This button right here is to create and edit targets, or as I call destinations, deleting waypoints. This right here is to create or edit a current target that was already on the ground. This is setting a drive speed that you would want for the particular pathway at the max speed. So what we're going to do, you guys are going to see when I hit this edit mode again, you're going to see bubbles pop up. Now in the old version of the mod, these bubbles were gone. What these bubbles allow you to do, which is actually pretty cool, is if when you were laying it down, let's say you drove too close to one side of the road, you could actually take the bubble and move it. So that's pretty cool. As example, this is on blue, so I'm gonna hold down the right button. I'm gonna get it. I've still been working, so I have it with the right mouse button. So, and once I have it grabbed, I can move it. So let's say I had it way over here, close to the white line when I was laying it down. And I was like, man, I want to move that. I don't really want the vehicle to go that way. You just hold it down with the right click button, and you can literally move it to where you want. You can also make it smaller, or you can track it out wider if you had to. So that when you're connecting the two baubles together, that's what you want to do. The other thing you want to make sure is that it's green. So when it's green, this is telling you when it's green you can connect something to it. So for instance, I want to connect this one where the red line is to this green one. Well, the first thing I want to do is I like to make sure it's kind of as straight as possible. So once I have it straight as possible, it goes green because I right clicked on it. And now all you got to do is just left click it when you're supposed to left click it. Hold on, it's being stubborn. Hold on. Okay, now you're green. Okay, so I apologize. The one that's green, I want to click on the red ball, and it should connect it. So as you see, it connected it, but it did it as a green line. Now what we're gonna do is want to make that green line go blue. Now since we had this ball green and we connected it to this one, to get it to go blue, we have to get this ball green to connect it to there. To do so, just right click, hold it down a little bit, eventually it should go green. Maybe it's a double click. I've been working on this, guys, so I do apologize if I get it wrong. It's fairly new to me because it's different than the old one. Okay, boom, now it went green. Sometimes you gotta hold down the right click button just a little bit longer to get to go green. Now once it's green like it is, all we gotta do is just click this red ball, and then this line here will go blue. Boom. And that's it. That's literally how you get those to connect. I like these, to be honest with you, I like these balls. They're a lot easier. As an example, if you come back here to where this track is, let's say I wanted this track that is a two-way to be a little bit more, you know, out a little bit. I could take my mouse cursor, I can right click, I can really drag this out, and then I can come back a little bit more and do the same thing and zoom out. I can even do the same thing with this node, drag it out more, and you can actually literally do that to the whole path and make it, you know, just more realistic and come out more if you just didn't like how you originally laid the track down the first time. And that's what I like about this mod update. So that's pretty much, everybody, the big differences that have changed with this auto drive version. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them, and hit that subscribe button on the bottom right hand side of your screen, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm always more than happy to do any video for you guys. Take care, have a good night from CB Streams.